This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Friday, the 7th day of June in the year 2019. Here's what we're tracking tonight. President David Granger last evening praised the good relations between Guyana and the United Kingdom, while reminding that the relations between the two countries began in 1966 and were founded on 5 principles.
Those are mutual non-interference in each other's internal affairs,
I wasn't laughing.
mutual respect for each other's territorial integrity and sovereignty, cooperation for mutual benefits, respect for international law and treaties, and the maintenance of international peace and security. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Britain remains a strategic partner of Guyana.
According to the President, over the years, the United Kingdom has provided valuable assistance to Guyana in several fields, including agriculture, governance, investment, and law enforcement.
Guyana iterates its appreciation to the United Kingdom for its unwavering support for our sovereignty and territorial integrity, for its generous debt relief, and for the anticipated benefits on the United Kingdom Caribbean Infrastructure Fund. We are confident that the strong ties which exist between our two states will be strengthened in the years ahead.
According to the President, Guyana looks forward to continued collaboration with Britain for the protection of the environment, the promotion of security, and the development of the economy through enhanced investment and trade between the two nations. The British High Commissioner Greg Quinn announced at the reception to mark the Queen's birthday that his tour of duty to Guyana has been extended to next August. It was expected to come to an end this year. He also spoke about the ties between Guyana and the United Kingdom over the years. The British High Commissioner said as Guyana moves towards the oil sector, the British government will continue to offer support.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we stand here today, Guyana is on the cusp of unparalleled wealth. That wealth must benefit each and every citizen of this country, regardless of who they are or where they are. From the coast to the hinterland, from Georgetown to the smallest village, everyone must benefit. Government and opposition must work for all the citizens of Guyana. It is, after all, the cooperative republic of Guyana. If this does not happen, I fear Guyana will not develop, and we will continue to hear the tired old mantra of how much potential Guyana has. There is no question about that potential, but it is up to the political leadership to do what needs to be done to actually show a desire to move beyond potential to reality. As I said, to work for everyone, to benefit everyone. Frankly, if that does not happen, it will be a shameful legacy.
The Queen's birthday reception was hosted by the British High Commission in Guyana. It celebrated the Queen's 93rd birthday. She is the longest serving British monarch. More news coming up in just a moment.
You've got this. And we've got you. With Blaze Superfast Internet. Blaze is fast, easy, reliable internet that you can trust. So celebrate, because there's always more to love with GTT.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right, walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong. Be the one to live right.
As a luxury mechanic, I'm often asked, what gas should I use in my expensive vehicle? In other countries, you have regular and mid-grade gasoline known as 87, 89, and premium gasoline known as octane 93 to 95. For affordable, high-quality fuel, performance, and high mileage, visit Guy Oil today. Choose Guy Oil Super 95. Guy Oil, we are everywhere.
Welcome back. The Caribbean Court of Justice is being asked by the Attorney General of Guyana to file new evidence in the appeal matters before it dealing with the no-confidence motion against the Guyana government. The submissions which were made relate to former Member of Parliament Charandas Prasad and an alleged video admission that he knew he was not eligible to be a Member of Parliament because of his dual citizenship, long before he became a Member of Parliament. The video recording is of an online talk show that Prasad appeared on and admitted to the host and the other guests that he was aware that he could not serve in the Parliament as a Canadian citizen. He admitted to going ahead with the nomination and serving as a Member of Parliament after the issue was brushed aside by one of his party leaders.
I'll tell you this
Did
now.
you know that you could not sit in Parliament because of your dual citizenship or for whatever other reasons?
I knew that people with dual citizenship could not hold a seat in Parliament. That was given. That's a constitutional article that we can't get away from. What I did, in fact, argue, and when I told Camarade, I said, I have a Canadian passport. Camarade said, Ross with you. A lot of people got Canadian passport. Look at Gail Teixeira, and that's what he said.
The attorneys for the Attorney General of Guyana have told the CCJ that they believe the evidence, which was not in their possession before, is significant and could impact on the CCJ's decision in the current cases before it. Guyana's Attorney General has always argued that Prasad's vote in the no-confidence motion could not have counted, since he was ineligible to be a Member of Parliament in the first place, and he was well aware of that. The Caribbean Court of Justice is also examining several other aspects in the appeals before it. Let's tell you now that with support from the U.S. government through the United States New Horizon Project and a number of Guyana government agencies, women and young girls who might find themselves as victims of abuse will soon have a safe space in Lindon. The sod was turned yesterday for the construction of the center. The construction of the center is being done through the efforts of a number of local government agencies and the U.S. New Horizon Project. When completed, the safe house will be able to accommodate up to 20 women at once. Social Protection Minister Amna Ali welcomed the move, adding that she's pleased more is being done to assist and protect women who find themselves in abuse situations.
I am confident that the community centers will provide a safe space where persons can meet. It will give generations a place where they can come together and interact with each other and transfer learnings and teachings. And I am certain that the residents of Lindon will make good use of these centers upon their completion.
Ali also said the government will be moving to ensure similar shelters are built across the country as the problem of domestic violence persists. The U.S. Ambassador to Guyana, Sarah Ann Lynch, pledged the further support of the United States to assist Guyana in fighting off the social ills in the society.
It speaks volumes about the United States' commitment to build and sustain enduring relationships with our partner nations. It's a commitment that does not wane because we know that by sharing our values, our challenges, and our responsibilities, we forge partnerships that improve the region's overall stability. Our partner's success is indeed our success.
The women's shelter is one of 4 being constructed in surrounding communities in Lindon by the New Horizon Project. Aside from the construction of the structures, the New Horizon Project also conducted a medical outreach in Lindon to the benefit of several persons. In the courts, one day after a city magistrate agreed with a prosecutor that an arrest warrant might have to be issued for former Attorney General Nandlala, the attorney for Mr. Nandlala is expressing shock. Nandlala is currently facing charges in the court related to the alleged theft of over $2 million worth of law books when he demitted office. The case was called yesterday and Mr. Nandlala was a no-show, forcing the adjournment and a discussion about the possibility of an arrest warrant being issued if he's a no-show at the next hearing. However, in a statement today, attorney Glenn Hanneman, who was representing the interests of Mr. Nandlala, said he and his client were both unaware that the matter was being called yesterday. He said when they turned up for the last hearing, the magistrate was not available for that hearing, and no new date was set or provided to them. Hanneman said the absence by him and his client was not deliberate. He also noted that it is extraordinarily worrying that the matter was fixed to be heard and that was not communicated to them. The attorney also complained that he was in the same courtroom twice yesterday for some other cases, but there was another magistrate there, and he had no idea that the presiding magistrate for Mr. Nandlala's case would have been using the same courtroom later in the day. The attorney said it is unfortunate that a learned prosecutor signaled an intent to resort to the draconian recourse of seeking an arrest warrant for his client on the next occasion when the prosecutor is so familiar with the whereabouts of both the client and his attorney. The case will continue later this month. In the British Virgin Islands, Guyanese makeup artist and social media star Lolita Cavinder, also known as Lola, has been further remanded to prison in the island of Tortola. She is facing a charge of attempting to falsify an HIV test by having a man impersonate her and have the test done in her name. In court on Thursday, attorney Stephen Daniels attempted to get the charge dismissed, telling the court that there would have been the need for the involvement of 3 parties for a charge of conspiracy to impersonate to be established. The presiding magistrate did not agree with his arguments and set June 12 as the date for the trial to begin. The prosecutor in the matter told the court that there are 7 persons who will appear to testify against Lola. When Cavinder made her first court appearance back in April, she was granted $60,000 bail. The bail was not met, and she has remained in custody since then. She has now been further remanded to jail until the next court date and is likely to remain on remand for the duration of the trial. Her passport has also been seized. Lola was arrested in April after she allegedly uplifted an HIV test that was done by a man named Eric, but was done in her name. She had allegedly taken the man to 3 clinics to have the test done in the name of Lolita Cavinder, but the first 2 clinics questioned the man about whether his name was really Lolita. He reportedly went alone to the 3rd clinic, and while the test was done there, it was Lola herself who turned up to uplift the results, and later requested that they change the gender on the results from male to female. It is believed that the request led to a probe being launched and her eventual arrest. Across the Region is coming up next.
Summer is just around the corner, and this year we're giving you a Visacation. It's easy. Get your GBTI Visa card and travel to your dream summer destinations or shop all you want online. With Visacation, you get to win prizes when you use your GBTI Visa card between June 1st and August 31st. Don't have a Visa card? Visit your nearest GBTI branch or go to www.gbtibank.com. GBTI, we see Guyana through your eyes.
Falls, a trademark of China's Zhanghao Incorporated, located at Land of Cane in East Bank, Demerara, was incorporated in April of 2013 with over $10 billion Guyana invested in a state-of-the-art 100,000 barrel fuel storage facility, a modern service station, an office complex, and a modern wharf that can berth international vessels. Having no association with any other fuel company, Falls imports its own fuel, which meets quality specifications, has all the legal permits, and is in compliance with international requirements. Its bulk facility can load 8 trucks simultaneously at a rate of 1,000 liters per minute, while the service station can service 12 cars at a time using computerized fuel pumps, which can facilitate the use of ATM cards. Through its professional team of mostly Guyanese, Falls wholesales and retails fuels to the public, including farmers and miners, and will continue to positively contribute to Guyana by providing quality products, service, and attractive prices. Try Falls today for all your fuel needs.
Across the region right now, St. Vincent and the Grenadines today became the smallest country to be elected to the United Nations Security Council. St. Vincent and the Grenadines received 185 votes after a 10-year campaign. The multi-island nation of 110,000 people said its bid was grounded in its respect for sovereignty, diversity of views, dialogue, and peace and development. The council is composed of 15 members. There are 5 permanent members: China, France, Russia, the United Kingdom, and the United States, and 10 non-permanent members elected for 2-year terms by the General Assembly. St. Vincent said its international agenda for corrective action includes tackling terrorism, whether state-sponsored or not, stemming the spread of weapons of mass destruction, dealing seriously with human trafficking, and taking a stand against illegal drugs and small arms. In Haiti, at least 4 people have died and several others are missing after heavy torrential rains caused widespread flooding across the country over the last 4 days. The island's Directorate of Civil Protection reported that the rains had caused floods and significant damage, mainly in the west of the French-speaking Caribbean country. According to the department, preliminary reports indicate that 2 people were killed in one area, while 1 person died in another area and 3 others were injured and 3 others went missing in another section of the country. The authorities also said several roads and bridges were also reported to have been damaged. And finally tonight, international news. A rescue boat overturned in the Atlantic off the west coast of France, leaving 3 crew members dead amid winds of 129 kilometers per hour. They were part of a crew of 7 who had gone to the aid of another boat which had got into difficulty as Storm Miguel struck the area. Winds of up to 147 kilometers per hour hit northern Spain earlier, swirling around the Bay of Biscay and moving on to France. The storm is unusual, coming at the start of the summer tourist season. Photographs of the National Society of Sea Rescue captured the boat rolling in large swells in the moments before it capsized, after which the vessel ran ashore upside down. 4 of the 7 crew members aboard the rescue boat managed to swim to shore. 3 helicopters and around 60 firefighters were attempting to find the bodies of the 3 who are dead. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting.